And we are live. This is Katie Hunter and Aaron Crosby for MMA UK, and we are here with the champ, Jordan Vucenic.
Yeah.
Jordan, you are the Cage Warriors Featherweight champion. How does it feel?
It feels good. It feels good. A long time coming and a lot of hard work. So to finally get it, I ain't letting no one take it away from me, no matter what they say. So it feels good.
We've got so much to talk about this weekend, but first of all, I want to talk to you about the fight and how you were kind of scoring it as it was going along. What did you think the judges were going to say or not the judges, what did you think that Huell was going to say when he read out the result?
Did you not see my face? I was so one-track minded. I honestly thought on the night that I absolutely dominated him. I thought I destroyed him. I was just so in the moment, and I was so tunnel vision that I was going to win that I didn't even think about what he was going to say. I was almost crying when I jumped up on the cage. I knew I won. I literally said to JB, let me get the decision before anything happens. But I was so one-track minded. I knew I'd won, and watching it back now, it's a lot closer than I thought it was, but I still won it. Like, definitely won it. So yeah, I'm just happy to get in there and finally achieve something, and it's only the start. That's not the end goal, nowhere near.
It was an amazing trilogy, and you were the headline of the whole thing, and I think that fight, just perfectly encapsulated the whole kind of excitement of the trilogy, and I was just absolutely delighted for you and to see how much it meant to you.
Yeah. It's good.
Aaron, how did you feel when it went to the judges' scorecards? Were you as confident as Jordan was?
I was stressed, I'll say that. I was confident he won. The first 2 rounds, I thought he was really dominant and looked probably the best he's looked in there, to be honest. Yeah. Jordan, I think that's the best you said. You want to show your stand-up game, throwing your hands. I think you've done that in that fight.
Yeah. I kept saying to all my coaches before, I said, I'm going to imagine like I'm in the gym sparring. So when I got in there, I imagined I was in my gym. I imagined I was in the cage in the gym. And my coach, Danny, said to me just before I went out, he said, just imagine we're in the gym and this guy's coming to spar with you. He's coming to test how good you are. Imagine what you do to him in the gym. And that's exactly what I went out. I just went out, and in the gym, we probably would have only had 1 round together. And that first round, I schooled him.
Yeah, you did.
That's that first round was beautiful.
Did the fight go the way you thought?
The fight went, especially the first round, I never would have expected it to have been that comfortable. It was almost just like target practice for me in that first round. And if I have to do it again, I'm going to make 5 rounds of target practice.
So Jordan, you've touched on that there. Obviously, nobody's letting you enjoy the champion status for 1 minute before asking who you're fighting next. I know. You said the Paul Hughes rematch is higher up on the list for you. How much of a say do you get in that?
None.
Okay.
I just wanted to make my thoughts clear, because at the end of the day, listen, I'm an honest man, and at the end of the day, I imagined myself in Paul Hughes' shoes, and I thought, if it was me where Paul Hughes is and him where I am, and if I didn't get the rematch, I know how much it would affect me and how much that would just be such a kick in the teeth. So I just thought I wanted to get my point across. And look, let's be real, Paul Hughes is the harder fight for me. So if anything, people probably think I'm stupid for calling for that shot, but I believe he was the deserving one. But I have no say in what happens. I just wanted, not so much Paul, just for everybody to know that was my thoughts on it, that I believe he was the guy that should have got the shot. He's the harder fight. So for me, as the champion, it's not even the smarter option, but I wanted to just be true to myself, and I just wanted them to know that's what I thought. If Hughes gets the shot, fair play to him. If he doesn't get the shot, then all I can say is, he'll get it eventually. But if it was down to me and I got to pick who got the shot, it would have been Hughes got the shot. Taking nothing away from Sharia, he's a great champion. But like I said before to people when they said how good Sharia was, I told everybody, I said, I'm just I believe I'm a world beater, and I'm just tunnel vision, and I know I'm destined for so much more. So it's nothing against them.
Do you know what I find funny when people put in the comments that you're scared of someone, or like don't want to fight someone? You've fought them both already. Whoever you fight next will be a rematch if it's one of those two.
Name someone in Cage Warriors that's had a tougher title run than me.
Yeah, I can't.
Do you know what I mean? Name someone. Name someone that's had a tough. Even Steve Amable, the guy gets overlooked. That guy's solid. That guy's like crazy.
100%.
And then people are like, "Oh, it's embarrassing. You've won 3 fights by split decision. You're embarrassing, mate." I think in my head, listen, that shows you the level of the guys I'm fighting and the level I am, and I'd like to see any of yous get in and jump in and take 3. I've not just had a round with these. I've had 3 rounds with 2 of them and 5 rounds with 1 of them. So for anybody to say I'm scared of taking a punch or anything like that, I've took whacks off the biggest punches in the thing, and have you ever seen me once get wobbled? No.
Well, I did want to bring up that you told me in our last interview you didn't want to be the split decisionator anymore, but it is working out well for you, Jordan.
No, just change my name to that. I'll get my tattoo covered up and I'll get the split decisionator on me somewhere. Crazy.
If it's working, keep going. We've got a comment come in from Dan Edwards. He said, "Congrats, Jordan. You seem to be a stand-up guy, but I'd also like to see the money fight with Paddy the Baddie. I can't lie." Now, this was something that Edith brought up in your chat with her, and she kind of sprung it on us because Paddy had been saying he's dead set on leaving to go to the UFC. What do you think of that comment?
I liked Paddy. Me and him had banter. He messaged me before when he was fighting Donovan Desmay to come down and get some rounds in with him, getting him ready for it. But me and him have banter. He told me I hadn't obviously heard this, and he told me on the bus on the way back that Edith said something about him fighting me, and I said, listen, put me on Twitter. I said, get me some more followers. Call me a CUNT on Twitter and get me some followers. And we just had a laugh about it. So I think he's gonna move on. He's going to go off to the UFC. I mean, it's been a long time coming for him, and he's back from injury. So, but whatever, like I said before, I'm the champion, and whoever they put in front of me is who I have to fight. So whether it's him or bloody John Doe, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. I think it's good in a way that it's taken out of your hands. You've made your feelings on it clear, who you're happy to fight, who you'd like to fight next, and then, but you're also going to take whatever fight they give you.
Yeah.
Jordan, did you feel more comfortable? Did you feel more comfortable against Chariot?
What's that, sorry?
Did you feel more comfortable against Chariot than you did with Paul Hughes?
Like I said, do you know what the thing with? I think it's not that Paul Hughes got on my head, but Paul Hughes made me want to really beat him, so I didn't get to perform my absolute best against him. But me and him have had banter. I mean, I went up to him after that fight on the weekend, just after my weigh-in, and I'm looking like a little crackhead, all skinny. And I said to him, "Well done, mate. You look good." And he like winked and said, "You're looking good as well, champ." And sort of we fist bumped, and then obviously like the comments he said, "Good. I'm going to pretend to hate you now for another 3 months," and stuff like that. So he's actually a nice guy, and he's just doing what he's got to do to get himself to the top. And I ain't got to play the bad guy or anything like that. I've got to keep grafting and doing the work, and I know I'm going to get there from doing that, as you've seen. So with him, I'm going to imagine it with all of them now. I'm going to imagine I'm sparring all of them, and I think I'm going to perform the best if I do that.
Yeah.
Going back to what you said earlier about the first round and the second, did it surprise you? Was that not easy, but it went your way so well?
I come back to the corner, and the first thing I said was, I told you, I'm going to be the world champion. I told you. And like, even it might have looked, you can obviously see it on the video watching it back, but I walked away from my corner team after the first round. JB put my drink in my hand, and I was so emotionally in the moment, I just walked away from them. I wasn't listening to them. I walked away from drinking my water, and that wasn't to be disrespectful to them, but I was just feeling it so much that I didn't want to stop the moving. I felt sharp, I felt switched on, and in my MMA rounds in the gym, I walk around the gym in between, waiting for the next guy to jump in and do the next round with me. So maybe I felt too. I was almost walking over to Charrier's corner. I mean, I could have probably went over and given him some corner advice. I was feeling that good.
You don't want to be giving him advice.
Yeah, listen, I'm feinting the low kick and I'm going to throw the right hand. Slip it.
Just briefly going back to Paul Hughes, did you watch his fight against Hendon?
Yeah, of course I did. I was sitting in the hotel room watching it, and I said to my coach straight away, it just shows you, doesn't it? The guy is world class, because Hendon's a horrible fighter, and I think Paul dealt with him easy, and it just makes me think as well to myself. It just shows the level I'm at, because guys like that, I look at them and think, wow, and then I beat them guys. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a crazy thing.
And what about Tobias Harila, who defeated Aidan Stephen? That was his first fight in Cage Warriors. Did you see that one?
Yes, I did. Yeah, I watched that one. I didn't. Well, that was on the same night as me, so I only got to see the finish. But I've since been back and watched his creepy walkout and all that. And again, just another top world-class guy. But like I said on my post, I'll have a game plan and I'll train my arse off. And if push comes to shove and I've got to fight them guys, you best believe that I'll have a game plan and I'll make them look average. I'll make them look ordinary.
I just think it must be an incredible feeling to know that the featherweight division's that stacked and you're the champion.
And I'm the top, but I'm not the lion resting at the top of the hill. Let me tell you that. I was in the gym yesterday and people were trying to tell me to go on, go home. I'm like, let me just do a little bit of technique. I'm sitting watching the class and I want to get back in. And that's just how I always am going to be. I'm always just trying to be the best version of me I can be. It's as simple as that. It's not a chore for me. I know it's my job, but it's not something that I have to get motivated to do. I wake up motivated to do it and I go to sleep motivated to do it. So I was in the gym yesterday trying to do the class. I mean, I would have sparred if I didn't have a sore finger. I hurt my finger in that fight. I'd have been sparring if I hadn't.
Oh no, definitely take a couple of days off.
Yeah, but like even that, I've dieted for 12 weeks. I've had 2 days worth of food now, and I'm sick of it. I've woke up yesterday and today and ate healthy. I genuinely just want to be like one of the best to ever do the sport. And who's to say that I can't do that other than myself?
I love that attitude. I really do. I think you've got to stay hungry to keep on achieving, and you know that's a champion's mindset. Yeah,
exactly that. I mean, I've got the coaches, the team around me I've got are just unreal, and not even, and I don't even mean that skill set wise, because maybe there is coaches that could help me, that could get me to a high level, blah blah blah. But the coaches that I've got around me, I've got 100% trust in them, and they're genuinely happy for me, and that's why I keep the people around me that I keep around me. And if they want me to improve just as much as I want to, then we've got a recipe for success. And obviously you're seeing that. I'm from a little town. I'm from a gym that's not really that well known, and look, I'm the champion of the world. So crazy.
100%. Well, I hate people that don't let you enjoy the moment before asking what's next, but I do need to know how long you plan to stick around in Cage Warriors, like how many times you want to defend the belt, what your kind of roadmap is.
I've just got to see what happens. I've just got to play it by ear. I've got a lot of thinking to do, and I've got a lot of improving to do. I've just got to see what comes, see what options come my way, and it is just as simple as that. If I get the call and it's the right call, then I'll go. If I've got to hang around, I've got to hang around it. I've just got to see what happens. I'm not going to put anything set in stone, and I'm not going to jinx myself with anything. I'm just looking forward to getting into the gym and getting to be an even better fighter, to come back and for people to say, you know, that I'm looking to make my first round against Sharia to be one of my worst rounds. Do you understand? Like, that's how I want it to be. I want me to look back and go, fucking hell, I used to think I was good back then. Look how shit I was. That's how I want it to be.
Going back to what Katie said earlier, is it bothering you, Jordan, about going to the judges the past 3? Is it bothering you actually inside?
No, at the end of the day, as long as I get the win, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care, because at the end of the day, it just shows the level of the guys I'm fighting, because I'm putting in horrible graft. you see some of the little clips of the strength and conditioning, the pad rounds, and before this fight, I had a session with my striking coach, JB, and I'd been sparring in the morning. When I got to the gym at night, he told me, you're going to do this, you're going to do these hard pads, you're going to spar, you're going to clinch. And my body and my head said, I just wanted to literally turn around to him and go, fuck you, I'm going home. Like, I genuinely, like, I was nearly bubbling on the spot when he was telling me what I was going to do. And I remember just thinking to myself, no, just do it, even though you hate him, in my head. And you can even ask him. I mean, I told Jefferson George and Tom Lancaster, who helped me do it, I called them both CUNTs and told them both to fuck off while we were sparring. And I'm saying, come on, and come on, getting them angry in the finger. I just know that I've got to bite down sometimes and just get on with it. Even when I don't want to do it, I've got to do it, and that is what helps me get to where I've got to. So I'm not afraid of hard work, and I'm not scared of losing, and that's one of the main things. Losing comes with the territory, so I don't think I'm ever scared to lose. As long as I go in there and give my all, that's all I can do, innit?
Does it not feel like there is more to lose now that you're champion?
No, because at the end of the day, to me, I'm just still on the way up and still on the rise up. Being a champion wasn't the end goal for me, so it's not.
Hit a patch of bad signal there.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm at the top now.
It's going to be some words of absolute wisdom that we're missing here.
Yeah.
I think we might have lost him completely. Well, let's
I'll see if he joins back.
Yeah.
Oh, reconnecting.
See if we can add him back in. Those are going to be his greatest pearls of wisdom that we've just missed there. Stoneboy has said she's glad to see him doing an interview with some clothes on this time. I didn't even remember that Jordan was one of the topless ones. I have had a few. Congrats on a great performance and on the title. Let's leave that up for when Jordan rejoins us. Hopefully he will rejoin us. We did get a good 15 minutes there of talking to the champ. So if we can't get him back on, then hopefully people got some of the questions answered that they wanted to hear about. I actually ran a little poll on Twitter to see who people wanted Jordan to fight next, and out of 48 people, 69% wanted him to fight Hughes next, 29% Charrier, and 2% other. And I did say leave other in the comments.
I'd love to know who the other is, to be honest.
I know. I guess there will be people who want to see him fight Paddy, but personally, I think he is going to move on to the UFC.
Straight after his fight the next day, he was on Twitter, wasn't he, flirting with them and putting up posts and stuff like that. So
I think it's his he's done his time in Cage Warriors. He's, I think it's now or never for Paddy, and I don't blame him for really chasing that.
Going for it,
yeah. So there'd always be a place for him at Cage Warriors, but he might not always have the opportunity to go to the UFC. So I'd like to see that being next for him.
Did he get offered it before?
Yeah, he's been offered it before. Yeah. Here we go. Jordan's back.
I'm back.
Hey!
I was like that.
Luckily,
I said, oh well, I said enough.
We were just saying that was probably like pearls of wisdom that you were spouting, and we lost you.
Yeah, in reference to the belt, as I was saying, nah, because it's not the end goal for me. Nowhere near the finished product. So I'm just ready to keep on winning and keep on beating the top guys and trying to get to the top.
I think that's such a great mentality, and I think that will keep you hungry and really keep you just like aiming and striving for more every time. We just had a couple of comments come in. Stoneboy said, glad to see you doing an interview with some clothes on this time. I don't remember you being topless before.
I know, that's what I was thinking.
Congrats on a great performance and on the title. Bring on everyone.
Yes,
and I think that is your mindset, and I love it. I love how hungry you still are. I love how this isn't a kind of even a resting point for you. It was something that you always wanted to achieve, and you're just continuing on the journey.
Mr. Worldwide, Irish, French, bring them all on.
Love it. Aaron, did you have anything else for Jordan?
I think I've asked most of it. The only thing I had left was, I don't know if it was bothering you, Jordan, but it was bothering me. After every strike you done, your hair was getting in your eyes, mate.
Yeah, I know. Do you know what? I'm growing my hair out a little bit because I don't want to be like 35 bald saying, oh, I wish I grew my hair out once. So I'm growing it out a little bit. But loads of people said that to me about fixing my hair. But it didn't get me in trouble at all. But maybe people will. Maybe they'll say, throw a punch as he fixes his hair. You got to whack him as he does it. So.
It's just after every strike you were adjusting it. I can't believe the missus didn't sort you out.
That was my combinations I was drilling. It was one to fix the hair, left kick. That was the combos.
So Daniel Edwards, he has corrected this. He said, would you fight at, and then his next comment is bantamweight if you went to the UFC? Would you fight at featherweight or bantamweight? Could you get to bantamweight? You look very slim when you're on the scales at featherweight, Jordan. I would have thought as you get older, you might even fight at lightweight.
Well, loads of people said to me, it's mad how when people meet me, they always say, how do you say when they meet me? I mean, look, I walk around nearly 80 kilos all the time. That's me eating clean. I used to go up to 88 kilos in between fights. So I'm definitely never going to make 61 kilos, that's for sure.
I would imagine as you get older, you might contemplate moving to lightweight at some stage. You are very broad across the shoulders, aren't you?
Yes, I'm definitely not a small guy. And if you see me in real life, you'll for me to tell you I weigh 10.3 stone when I fight, you'll be thinking to yourself, nah. I mean, that last fight, I woke up at 76 kilos when I woke up after the weigh-in. So probably by the time I got into that cage, I was probably about 78 kilos.
Wow.
So it's a big old jump, and I'm definitely not going to be dropping down any more than 66 anytime soon, because 66 is bad enough.
Yeah. That's incredible. Well, champ, thank you so much for your time. It's been amazing to talk to you. I love the way that you manifested this into reality. Like, you knew that this was going to happen. You knew that you were going to be champion.
Yeah, and I know what else I'm going on to do. So,
So we're manifesting a victorious title defense at the next trilogy, I take it.
Yes. Or we're manifesting all wins, and we're manifesting a great career. That's what we're manifesting.
Good mentality.
I love it. Brilliant. Thank you so much for your time, Jordan.
Cheers, mate.
Right, you take care.
Take care and enjoy that belt.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.